you hear us now? Tinder support group supporters.
Hello, Tinderettes.
We're not going to ghost you. We didn't ghost you this week.
Let's turn this off.
Just last week.
So last week we were making a point. I'm not really sure what it was, but we started to do some research on crickets and ghosting, because there's that saying, which if you read our post, you get like, oh, if you don't hear from somebody, I hear crickets. Well, that's bullshit, because apparently crickets are male. Crickets are the only ones that make noise. Monotonous noise, we found out.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear me now? Crickets. So we've got confused. Like, does that mean that if they're sending out a mating ritual by doing crickets, which in the internet world means that they're not responding to you, but they're really sending out a mating signal? It's still confusing to us. We've called Harvard, Stanford, Berkeley. None of them have the answers. So instead, we spent our time making these hats.
Yeah.
Do you like them?
Dope hat.
Someday we're going to show up at a bar near you. Yeah, we have two different kinds.
We're drinking.
This is the older lady kind. This is the trucker kind. Yes. And we're drinking White Russians in honor of our ghosting episode. Russians is a little whiter than mine. I must have more Kahlua in mine.
Must have had more ghosts.
Yeah, that's it. And and we'd like to cheers to dudes.
Because I call these the Big Lebowskis. For these are the dudes, all the dudes.
All the dudes out there.
Cheers to me.
Cheers.
Another time.
Yeah. We actually got a comment from a dude last week.
He did?
Or the time on our Valentine's Day.
The week we didn't ghost you.
Because we were lonely on Valentine's Day. Okay, so there's that. So here we are. We're going to talk about ghosting. I told Gretchen I wanted to wear my sunglasses because I feel like that's ghosting. But she doesn't really want me to, so I'm not gonna.
Wear them.
Anyway, okay, so here's what we think about ghosting people in general. Dear fuckface. See that? If this was 1980s, we would send this card out. But instead, we can just take a picture of it and text it. Dear fuckface. Ghosting is rude.
Rude. R-U-D-E.
So rude.
Rude.
And I have a story to tell you, and then Gretchen has some stories, and then I'm sure you guys have some ghosting stories, because it happens to everyone. And it's so rude, and I really think that this should be taught in schools.
Be a decent human being.
Right. So, like, we ghosted you last week kind of as a joke, but we told you we were going to ghost you.
Yeah, we were communicating.
We were doing the whole crickets thing. So we were actually politely ghosting you because we were
communicated. We let you know that we weren't going to be here, so, you know. Okay,
so a few weeks ago, this guy wanted to meet me, and I said, I'm really kind of over the whole Tinder thing right now. I just really need to take a break, and he begged me. Oh, no, they could be missing the best chance. And I thought, oh, my Lord. Okay, fine. And I said, all right, well, maybe I'll meet you. Okay. Once I said, maybe I'll meet you, 1 week later, no, crickets. Or not crickets, ghost. No talk. Then Sunday, I get a text. Hello? Literally, hello. These people are in their late 50s. What the fuck?
So it doesn't change.
Did they have a mother?
I don't think so.
Did they ghost their mother?
Not a very good one.
Harry, will you come downstairs? So anyway, yeah, ghost. So Gretchen and I decided we're gonna mess with this guy a little bit. So I was over it by that point. And so as I was driving, she was texting him back, which is really kind of funny. and so we got into
our own rules.
We kind of got into a little argument with the guy about, like, he just kept blaming me.
After he had already ghosted you and you
for one full week, but yet it was all my fault.
Right.
And I didn't want to meet the guy to begin with. So there you go. So what we decided is that I would tell him that I was going to block him. I said, please write all of the nasty things you'd like to write because I'm blocking you and make you feel better.
And it's not ghosting if you let them know you're going to do it.
Right. I blocked him. Block. Block and tackle.
Well, two of my stories, it's kind of two stories into one story that is Dear Fuckface. Fuckface is, there should be an S at the end of that.
Yeah, fuckface eye. That's plural.
Okay, I'm going to try to wrap it up. But 2 different dates, 2 different guys. Was dating the first guy, and he, texted me and was like, oh, I just got pulled over by the cops, and I was sitting on my porch having a martini, your style.
You do that.
And waiting for him. So then I'm like, oh no, I didn't hear from him. So I'm like thinking all these things. I'm like, you got a DUI. I'm going to have to bail him out because I'm a nice person. And I'm like,
Felt bad for him.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. Like, I'm gonna have to bail this guy out. And so, anyway, then that story and slipped out of that. So about a year later, I'm dating another guy. I get the same message from him. And he's on his way to my house. I shit you not. Like, I was sitting in the same place on my porch, drinking a martini, and
ready for a date.
And I got pulled over. So I'm like, and at first I went into like, you know, that same mode. But then I was like, no. So I hopped in my Mini, top down, cruised around town.
Because he had a Mini. Not your kind of Mini.
Probably did have a Mini.
And his top wasn't down.
Thank God I never found out. But anyways, I drive around because the town we live in is not very big. And I see him walk into a restaurant with two chicks. And I'm like, no way. Because he was supposed to be on
Were they
his way
cops?
to my house.
I'm just kidding.
No, the cops should have restrained me, though, because I walked into that restaurant and let him have it. Have it.
So that's like ghosting. We're going to call that ghosting with a twist.
What kind of ghosting is that? It's like...
It's lying. Well, it's really back to the whole line
It's
thing.
like more than rude.
Right. It's more than rude. Ghosting is rude.
Be decent human beings.
Right.
Or just be honest. Just be honest.
And you know what bothers me about using terms like ghosting, like all of these terms that come up? It's like Casper used to be a friendly ghost. What happened to that?
Yeah.
And so now we've ruined that.
I think there's like a porn with...
We've ruined that. We've ruined the whole crickets thing. There's a porn with Casper?
Yeah, I think he's the friendly sheet ghost. Like under the sheets.
That's interesting.
You're gonna have to look that one up
Yeah.
yourselves.
Anyway, so that's our stories about ghosting. And we really don't think that people should ghost. We would like you to go a week without ghosting.
Or just say, hey, I'm not interested in you.
Right.
And good luck in life. I don't know anything, but just a ghost and the crickets. It's like, give me a break. Like, when did we resort to not having respect for other people?
Right.
And it's the internet. It's Tinder. It's all these dating apps. Like, date real, please, everybody.
So the other thing that we're gonna do, see these like hats that we have. We remember last time we had a show. We started the hashtag Stop the Swipe, sort of like the Stop the Man Bun. Wasn't there Stop the Man Bun? What was that? You told me about that.
Yeah, it was Australian Stop the Man Bun. It's hilarious. They go around and cut off man buns.
So we're going to go to, so you might see us in a bar with this on in a town near you. And we're going to ask people, like groups of women probably, because men probably won't talk to us.
No, we're going to get them to get on.
We'll get them to, okay, anyway, we'll get them to all get on Tinder and we'll be like, stop the swipe, date real. And we're going to, and then people who we really like, we're going to get hats to.
Yeah. And, we do have comments. Yeah. You two are, hats are hilarious. I don't know.
We're going international. We should.
Should I Tinder abroad? Yes, you should.
I have Tindered abroad. Oh my God. All right. So I went, that is a great story. Thank you for that lead. I Tindered in London.
Oh, yeah.
And then London came over here. I actually met him twice. And first of all, he really lied about his penis. I'm just saying, in a very large way. I mean, no, not the penis, but the lie was large. It's kind of like Pinocchio. Like, you wish if they lied, their penis would grow instead of their nose. Now, there's a concept. I date liars all day long. Lie to me. That's it. It's perfect. Anyway, yeah, so you can date abroad on Tinder, and it is insane. Then they speak different languages and stuff. It doesn't really matter because they're all lying. Same thing. It's all lies. Turned out he was married.
Don't lie.
Yeah, I mean, it went on and on. Had a really nice accent. But, oh, lovely. That's really gorgeous, but your penis is really tiny. Doesn't make up for a whole lot. Right. Anyway, so that's our ghosting cricket episode. Really not sure what else we should tell you today. We're a little bit lower energy today. I think it's in the moon, the stars. It is in the moon and the stars. Plus, I recently had kind of a really bad ghosting thing, and it sort of made me sad, to be totally honest. It made me sad. That's why my eyes are swollen. That's why I wanted to wear these. Yeah. Plus, I think I look a little like Top Gun. But can you hear me now? Yes. Can you hear me now? We can hear you. And we want you guys to date real. Stop ghosting. Keep it real. Men and women don't ghost. Women ghost too, and that's just wrong, wrong, wrong. Ask your mother. She wouldn't like that. I mean, if your mother called you and you ghosted her, what would happen? You'd get cut out of every will that was existing. You'd hear from her. You would. Hear about it. You would. Hear about it. You would hear it. You'd be like, yeah, you'd be disowned by your family. You would.
So, and I guess, well, I don't know.
We don't really
I don't even know anymore.
We don't know anymore.
We're giving up.
But do you like our hats?
That's why we started the show.
Yeah. But we're not giving up on dating real.
No,
I'm not giving up on that.
we're not.
Nope. So anyway, dear fuckface. Okay, so one time, I think we're going to do, all right, our next episode, I really want to do this episode. So we were at this Oprah magazine, and there was
Give a sneak peek.
do you have it? There's an article in there about how to win at online dating.
Ooh.
And they have this whole, where is it? It's like, it's always
Oh.
backwards, right here. I think it's under your finger.
Oh.
How to win at online dating. And it's full of bullshit advice from people who have probably never been online and who are married.
Yeah, Oprah's never been on Tinder.
No, she's never been on Tinder. But I will tell you, next week I'm going to show you Donald Trump is on Tinder because it literally came up in my Tinder feed and it was fucking hilarious. And he's looking for a woman to help build the wall. I don't know what that means, but maybe all you guys do. Anyway, and he said he was 72 and probably lied and said he was 230 pounds. That's not even true. That ain't true. Anyway, it's okay.
Remember,
More liars. Remember.
keep it real. Good luck out there.
And you don't need any more friends.
Don't need any more friends. We're your
Cheers.
best friends.
Here's to all the dudes.
Here's to the
Big
dudes.
Lebowskis.
Big Lebowskis.
Yeah. And let's start a movement about Pinocchio lying and making dicks bigger instead of noses.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start that movement.
Maybe that's what they really meant.
Maybe he was made of wood.
Right.
Okay.
Because they'll have hidden things.
Well, there you go. Bye everyone.